How do you view and edit your pasture readings? Your satellite-backed pasture readings will come through depending on weather and other conditions. Outside of that, you also receive a rolling, ongoing indication of what your covers, growth rates, and so on look like based on the cloudy days model, other models, machine learning, and other points of data. To view the satellite-backed pasture readings, head to the Feed menu at the very top of your screen. From the drop-down, click Pasture Readings. The first column indicates to you the dates for which you received satellite-backed pasture readings, and then the next column indicates the corresponding whole-of-farm average cover for each of those dates, and then the third column indicates the corresponding whole-of-farm average growth rate for each of those dates. You can go one step further and click any of these dates if they are of specific interest. For example, the Sunday is a date of interest. So what I can do is click on the Sunday. At the very top of this left box, we can see the average cover and average growth rate for the farm as a whole, and then specifically for the dryland paddocks, or specifically for the irrigated paddocks. Scrolling down a little further, we can also view the cover and growth rate for each individual paddock. How do you edit your pasture readings? Firstly, we will head back to the farm dashboard by clicking the farm icon up here. And in the grazings box, I'm just going to bring this back to the current date. The first step for editing your readings is to navigate to your farm map. From there, you're going to click on the paddocks for which you want to edit readings. In this case, I'm going to select 3 paddocks. The first one, F11, I will left click that paddock. From this pop-up, I then click the green button that says Select Paddock. Now that it's selected, that paddock has a white outline, and the orange bar below the map indicates that I've selected 1 paddock so far. I will now select the final 2 paddocks through the same process. Now when I look at the orange bar below the map, it is indicating that 3 paddocks have been selected, totaling 10 hectares. So the next step is to click this orange bar, and then from that pop-up, click on New Reading. Over on the left-hand side, double check that the date field is correct. So perhaps I want to be editing the readings for a previous day. So I'll go back to a previous day. And then the 3 paddocks we selected have a field for each of them. This is where I will enter the reading that I believe better represents what was happening on the ground on the chosen date. So perhaps it's something like this. And then of course click Save All in the green. The purpose of this is to provide the Pasture-io machine learning with more data to learn from, which provides you with a better experience going forward. At the very beginning, I mentioned that you do receive an ongoing rolling indication of what your covers, growth rates, and so on look like. There are 2 ways this can be accessed. The first is from the map. For example, I might want to see some data for this paddock. What I will do is click on that paddock, and in this pop-up where it says average cover, this is a rolling indication of what the cover looks like. And it's the same case with the growth rate. Alternatively, you can head to the list menu right here in the middle, just above the map, and then navigate to the chosen column, whether that's cover, growth rate, net feed available, and so on.